A little bit further from Kiev, the villages are becoming more simple, more poor, as you can see. And this appears to be the only way to get to Borodyanka, to the town that we are planning visiting right now. So we met a few old ladies, including Pani Nadia, and they told that Russian troops were here for more than 3 weeks, were coming to every house, checking who is inside, and raping women here. The house of Pani Nadia was visited by 8 Chechen soldiers, and they were looking for her daughter and husband of the daughter. She has also a grandchild under 1 year, and who was telling like pooh, pooh, when she heard the sounds of explosions around. But now this village is under Ukrainian control. When I told to Nadia that we are going to Borodyanka, she answered like, oi oi oi, there is nothing to see, guys. The city is completely destroyed, as she explained, at least the city center. So that's what we are going to check out right now. As we are approaching closer to Borodyanka, more and more evidence of the war appear. One car completely burned down, and to another. Just standing here, some military objects on the top. And this one, you see, it looks like it had been lifted before their wheels were extracted. Who knows what happened here? Who knows? Like a skeleton of anything that remains. And the town itself is somewhere there. Borodyanka welcomes you. Look at this. Look at this. Massive. This is like a completely ruined stuff. Oh my god. Let's see what's happening further down. A lot of rescuers here, firemen. Many specialized trucks. Oh, these guys are having a lot of work now. This place is in the complete ruin. Probably the biggest concentration of devastation I've seen so far in Ukraine. Look at this huge building, completely like extracted in the middle. Who knows how many people can be buried over there. Our special rescuers are working there, looking for more and more hopefully alive people, but that looks very, very bad. I'm feeling like being in the movie, guys. Never seen something like this before in my life. Never, ever. They told that the day before yesterday they have found one body so far, then just taking this out. In the meantime, there is another building completely opposite being also destroyed. A little bit smaller, but the third of it collapsed. Even more workers are here. Take a look how Rauli is working. He has much more experience of journalism reporting from the crisis areas than me, and I must say I learned a lot from him. Also, if you take a look on the uniforms, it's written Straj everywhere. Straż in Polish language means security, help in these like untypical situations. So we see that we have even this kind of support in terms of uniform from our Polish colleagues, and great thank you for that, brothers. Thank you. This man just found the documents of people. Reznik Nikolaevna, some pictures of people, family pictures. Who are those people? Hopefully they were able to evacuate. No people have been found here so far, so let's hope that they are alive. Moroznuk Dmitria, certificate for finishing school. Oh, so this will go into archive. People will be found. The boys just reported they started working on this today. No people have been found, and most probably there was no one inside here. There is no basement, so they probably all evacuated before the fight started here. Okay, they are taking some serious. They told everybody to watch out, get out from there. They will take part of this building now. You see. You know what frightens me even more than this? They told it is worse down there. I'm afraid to go, but we have to go, guys. Firemen are sitting tired, working all day, taking everything out. It will take months probably to recover from this and to rebuild it back.
It's not a photogenic situation, no. And the best photographs, telling you professionally, you get them when you have their faces, they are worn out, you see how they are tired, how they're working out.
So this will show the real image, and people in the world will be able to see it.
Yeah. So nobody wants to see us a choking fireman in the middle of ruins where people are
But
dying.
what about if you like provide the relief and the real hope for them, which also involves a smile?
Well, with your presence, you cannot do it. We can do it documenting, and when you approach them with a serious mind, they know that you are serious. You are not coming here as a tourist. You are doing serious work. You want to show them their faces and their hard work, because there are too many tourists who are going to war zones, war places, etc. They behave like in Disneyland, and that I don't like. You know, that's. With my experience,
that's a good wisdom.
I've seen it too much. No?
I see.
I'm against war tourism completely. I mean, people are organizing trips to locations and look at the destructions. They go snap there, and they don't even think about what's happening to the people there. Or the
That's
workers.
true.
Sorry about that.
That's good. Thank you very much for this lesson. So, fire brigade just responded to Rowley's powerful speech, and they told, you know what? Without a smile, we would not last long to work in such conditions. We are doing this for many years, and the smile is something that motivates us to continue working. So we will be continuing to smile in order to sustain ourselves and in order to continue doing the work which is such a necessary thing for Ukraine and for humanity. As you can see, Borodyanka is like a regular small town with such tranquil houses. This, for example, car is standing here since the fight, but just next to it is a tremendous result of devastation. Pretty famous building showing the core of it completely taken out, completely destroyed. I'm just wondering how those walls are still hanging over there. Sometime people were having fun in this restaurant, and now they are only witnessing this mess. Ay, ay, ay. Here, as we can see, there was a blast, the rocket launch. And from that explosion, probably all of this got destroyed. The same with the windows over here, but in order to make that kind of devastation, there should be a direct targeting, of course. Incredible, guys, incredible. One of the most popular questions the journalists usually ask their interviewers is, how do you feel? To tell the truth, I cannot answer this question now. Absolutely. I'm just looking at this and it feels like from the movie, from the video game. I don't realize it is real, it is happening now, guys. No sadness, no tears, no emotions at all. Just pure picture. Let's take a closer look. So some parts of that building were also destroyed. Then of course there was a fire and probably there was some really strong hit just in the middle, so the entire section went down. Even like this part, you see it's like moved, so all the balconies, they are not horizontal now. It's very, very powerful. And now just look at this. Advertisement completely remained untouched. Such a beautiful lady standing there, inviting to improve their style. As we are moving closer to the northern part of the town, it's possible to see like some other parts of that square. Rodinna Kovbaska, meaning family sausage butcher shop. Social family shops, even see inside with different materials for children to play, for school. Yeah, that's it is. On the opposite side there is the Dитячий світ, which means children's world, and baby band shop as well. So it feels like this quarter was like the main hub for local families to do shopping. I'm not sure when they will be able to do this again here. Who knows? Let's hope and wish all the best to Borodyanka town, and we will continue up north towards the Belarusian border, following the way of retreat of the Russian army. Many civilian cars over here and some military vehicle. So this is the road where the Russian army was retreating. Oh, the police car, you see? Also the police car. All of this area was under occupation for almost a month, and probably people in the villages witnessed some terrible things, and they will try to see, yes, to meet them, to speak, and also give everything what is left with us from food materials. That is one of the first villages. We see the sun is starting to shine. There is a stork on the top. Look, guys, some piece of life here. Otherwise it's still looking pretty depressed, especially when you're seeing this. Some people are already making things into order, cutting the trees. Doesn't matter how tough it will be, Ukrainians will make it, absolutely. Especially with the current support of the entire world, guys. We will rebuild this country and it will be even better than before. Absolutely. There were some heavy fights in this forest, yes. Good place to hide. But they couldn't still. They had to retreat. That happens to anyone who is trying to attack Ukrainian land. Just notice how foresty is it. Yeah, it's very dense forest here up north, and the area calls Polisia. Polisia in Ukrainian language means like forestish or something like that. This is the cultural and geographical area north of Ukraine, bordering Belarus, with a distinct character. Yeah, so people here, they cultivate this way of life close to the forest, actually very similar to Finland, Rauli. So that's something you would understand.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, so there are a lot of marshes, dense forests, a lot of timber houses, and Polisia is a unique place. Also north of Lviv, the area of Volyn can be called Polisia. And this makes the beauty of Ukraine, that for such a vast country we are very diverse ethnically and diverse geographically and culturally, which makes it also very interesting to explore our country. So guys, please consider Ukraine as your next travel destination once this war is over. Traveling in those areas in the northwest of Kiev, you can see that some villages are much more destroyed than others. For example, take a look at this. It's the entire village completely in ruins. Some leftovers of the enemy army, some leftovers of the houses where people used to live, and that's the case everywhere. Our last stop is picturesque village of Borodyanka. This is a nice Polisian village which received relatively not that much of devastation as the surrounding settlements. One person was killed here, even though in the following town there were like much more casualties. Here you see it's written residential house, children, but as they told, Russians didn't care. They simply rolled like this, destroying everything, going further. Also, I spoke with the local family, with older lady. They told there have been rapes here. Most of the combatants from the Russian army were originating from Buryatia, which is the area of southern Siberia, telling us that the battalions were going even from the far east of Russia to invade Ukraine. Thanks God they already retreated. Belarus is not far along that road, and what I'm also surprised in a good way is that they didn't want to receive any gifts from us. They told, don't worry, we have a lot of humanitarian aid, I can give you something. So it's promising. I hope that the peace will be restored in Ukraine, in other parts of the country as well, with the example as it made it here, and let's hope for the best. Guys, I really thank you for staying with us, for traveling, for sharing all those. And if you want to support this activity, what our team is doing, please consider doing so, following the link below. There are a few options how you can do that. That's it from me. I'm looking forward to see you in the upcoming videos. So, Papa, stay safe, guys.